42. Okay.
Back in business.
Filled out. Yep, all spelled out. Hi. Gmail.com. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Look, man. You are, you're next on the agenda, so, proceed.
Well, the weekend in 11/29 was a short week. I was on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for Thanksgiving. Been looking through. Oh, highlights, we got a $200 donation from Solutions North Bank for the Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge Program. And we still have some dollars remaining from Network Kansas from last year that we carried over. So we'll be well funded for Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge for this year. And as I understand it, we've got 10, I think she said there's 5 teams, a total of 10 students involved this year, so we doubled from last year. As far as last week, the RHID application for the Sunset Boulevard Housing Development Project is in the hands of the Planning and Development Commission, looking it over, working with Randy Speaker to get that finalized. And then we'll go to the city with that. Got funds transferred from the grants account to the mural match fund, so we got dollars in place to finish that up. That's the theater mural. And that's kind of the highlights. I'm still waiting to hear back from Champlin Tire Recycling regarding, I requested a quote for benches for the Trexler Trail project. And I'm waiting for a quote from them so I can have it submit to KDHE for what's it called? Waste tire grant program through them. Be a pretty good program. I think it's like 50/50. And, but I gotta have a quote to submit and we'll see what comes from that. Other than that, any questions?
Think so. The one thing I'd like for you to explain to us that we're supposed to be considering a resolution to remain in membership of the RAWS program.
Yeah,
Doesn't cost us anything.
no. Rural Opportunity Zone program is in place. That's the one you've done year after year with the zero resolution, $0 amount. Basically, the county has to opt in even for a $0 amount so that both the cities, it's open now to cities, so Moreland, Bogue and Hill City can participate, as well as, and more importantly, that employers, we've had employers within the county participating. But the county has to opt in, even for a $0 amount, opt into the program so that employers, foundations, and cities are able to participate if they choose to.
Okay, I'll make a motion to opt in.
Second. Yes. You've got, Kendra, you got that simple resolution?
Yep, I do have the original there. If you guys would all sign that for me, please. It's just a 1 page. That's just last year's I pulled up.
Okay.
Can they hand me all that stuff up there too, please? Thank you. Thank you. Then we have interviews at 11:15, starting 11:15 today.
Did we ever get a invoice from the, Kansas?
Legislative Policy Group.
Yes,
I've not seen it yet.
not seeing it yet.
They
Okay.
said you already paid it. I called them the other day and they said it's already been paid.
Oh, maybe one of the girls got it. Let me look. I'll ask the girls.
Well, yeah, I didn't see it. I was gonna pay it out of my.
You have funds to refund that, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I called him because I thought you hadn't seen it yet, or we hadn't billed. And he said you're paid up, so.
Okay, I'll look.
Okay. Yeah, rather than go through the paperwork and do it, I'll just take it off the top of my budget line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coming out of that, so it shows that it came out of that's general fund, right?
Right.
If it came out of general fund,
That's where it would have came from.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, let me, yeah, I'll ask the
Okay, I'll
girls.
Check on that, 'cause I haven't seen anything yet.
And I did check with Vogue and they thought they sent a check for the community.
I've got mail in there, I'll check it and see.
No, they thought they'd sent it earlier, like in June or July when we first asked for it, but they were gonna do some checking on the bank account, see,
That was probably for 2024. Yeah, because they were late in paying for 2024 budget. This next one will be for 2025,
okay.
and it's not due till June.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're far enough ahead of schedule if you guys want to discuss.
Sure. One of the things I wanted to bring up is just kind of throw it out there. I want to talk a little bit about the tax foreclosures. And that's all running right now. But historically, a lot of people in the county is kind of like a bank. And when they'll come in, they'll have the name of the paper, they'll come in and they'll pay, and that goes to pay the last year, the furthest back. And starting with, I think, Atchison County, that county passed a resolution that makes that money go towards the most recent year. And that prevents them from just using the counties like a bank. We passed that resolution in Decatur County this past summer. And so we'll see how that plays out, but it's something to make things better for the county, something to think about. So, you know, we do have 4 other counties, or 3 other counties for this one. And I may not be able to be here every time. We'd like to be able to use FaceTime and Zoom to be available if you guys have questions that I can't be here, but I do intend to be here as much as possible. As we step in, one of the things that we want to try to do, if it hasn't been done already in this county, it may have been, is start to digitize some records. As we do that, we'll probably need at least a file cabinet to keep files in the meantime. And with supplies, we're not going to say this stream of paper belongs to Graham County and this one's a private practice, but occasionally we'll bill out for a box of paper once in a while. You can't say that box of paper is going to be used strictly for Graham County. We put in an order for prepaid envelopes for county attorney. They're just generic. They say county attorney. And that's what we use to ship out again, or to mail out stuff. Again, that's something that we can't guarantee that the one that you get billed for is all going to go to Graham County, but generally it should come about even. We've got a vehicle that's going to be dedicated to specific county work for the 3 counties, to be able to keep track of mileage on that. And one of the things that we've talked with Gove and Sheridan County about is getting a secretary. We don't know that there's enough work with each individual county to justify the expense of the county with a full-time secretary for that county. Gove County has offered to cover the health insurance benefits on a secretary, and our thought right now is to maybe have each of the counties pitch in, and personnel law office would employ a secretary. And that way, if they're doing something for us, the counties aren't actually paying for private legal work, but they'd be there to help out on the county board, criminal filings and contracts. Again, that's just something we're thinking about, and we'd be interested in what your thoughts on that were. And, anything I'm forgetting?
No, I think that's the. Mike's had a good relationship with Joe, so I think that's going
Yeah.
pretty seamlessly, the transition. So,
Yep. She's got a very high-tech system for filing criminal cases and getting discovery out. We're gonna learn that and kind of step into that. So it looks like that's the future. Any questions for us?
I don't think so.
Not right now.
Yeah,
But I love the idea of shared expense on the secretary.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great. Well, see if we can get you a desk for over here and filing cabinet room. Yeah, definitely. I don't see a problem with filing cabinet for sure.
Well, in the filing cabinet, we'll probably keep up on our maintenance. We moved almost exactly 2 years ago into an old bank, and we've got 4 vaults available. It's a very secure facility, and that's probably where we'll keep hard copies of contracts, of criminal matters, and care and treatment cases.
Oh, I guess I missed out. You and you guys work together in tandem, or how does this work?
Yeah, well, I'm Steve's partner in private practice, and I'm his assistant county attorney in Decatur County. I handle the bulk of the criminal work up there. And I will be his assistant in Gove and Sheridan County, and he'll be my assistant here in Graham County. So he's been county attorney in Decatur County for 30 years now, 36 years. He was in Sheridan County for 4 years. And so I'm gonna lean on him pretty heavy at times, just for that wealth of experience that you can't replace all that is. But yeah, we'll work together.
Okay.
Hopefully you're kind of getting 2 for the price of one.
Yeah.
All right. That's my next question.
In Gator County, we actually bill, the county pays us a little bit for, they pay my salary, but they also pay a little bit towards a stipend for assistant county attorney. But those aren't going on payroll, those are going on vouchers, so you're not paying FICA and Medicare, all that stuff. It just comes to our firm. And we'll probably do something like that here.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of cost savings to be had with the Fort counties too.
Yeah.
Mhm. I was gonna ask, is there other firms doing this kind of thing, or representing?
Well, county from Norton County had Norton and Phillips. I've had Decatur and Sheridan before. Partner had Logan County at one time, not Mike, but another one.
Preston Pratt, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was Logan County's attorney, and then Charles Moser's done Greeley, Sherman, and see that Cheyenne. There's another county.
No, this is actually.
Charles Moser's got 3, I think. Cheyenne, he's got Sherman. Yeah, Wallace. Wallace and Greeley. Part of that is where the attorney population's kind of thinned down.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
Almost as good as the turkey population. Take it for what it is.
There you go.
And Chris has got Thompson Owens.
That's right. Yeah, Crystal would get 2 counties over. So it's getting to be a little more common, across line in Nebraska. That's been the way for a long time. 'Cause a lot of those counties are really small population.
Right.
Been sharing for long as I can remember. Part of it is it's just we're getting thin out here, and so that's the way it's going to be.
Yeah. Well, it's all right.
From an economic development standpoint, we've been preaching this for 25 years as far as regionalization,
Yeah.
shared resources. It's a necessity.
And that's different from consolidation.
Yes,
It's
yes.
our independence, sovereignty. So,
Exactly.
What's the only way we're gonna survive, I mean, honestly.
Well, I think it worked out good.
Very good.
But I do know,
We have a Zoom account. Zoom's a little clunky from on the spot deal. FaceTime probably is a better deal than, because you can pick up the phone and
Yeah.
you're there.
we
So
got Zoom facilities right behind you right
Yeah.
there, so. it
it's
can
just
be
like
done.
Zoom, you about got to set those things up, I
Yep.
think, in advance.
Yep.
So
Yep.
there, the times when you have a question that you need to ask Mike or I.
You have a Zoom account, don't you?
Mhm.
So all you'd have to do is call into us,
Yeah,
and then that would be.
but I think you have to, don't you have to set those up in advance?
Actually, no, like I have a Zoom account even on my cell phone that I can just, if I had your cell phone, I could just
On the fly?
send you,
Okay.
send new meeting and send you a text and you just click that link and then we would be linked to Zoom right then and there.
Sounds good. We'll put it in there for the shield.
Yeah,
We'll FaceTime this.
I
But
mean,
the Zoom, I mean, once you get it figured out, because that's, most of the hospital stuff was done at Zoom. They
mhm.
would send you a link and you just go on your computer and put that link in and open up and we can mute you if we want to, or.
Well, and push comes to shove, you can always just do it by phone too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Well, there's a will, there's a way, so.
Depends on.
Because most of the time, I found over 36 years, there's not a lot of times you have questions that gotta be answered immediately, el pronto.
Right.
It's lots of times it's stuff, we got a question about this, and you're probably gonna take a little more time to research it. So,
And you've been in Decatur County how long?
36,
36.
only because nobody's ever run it.
He's barely broke even, so.
Yeah. I've been very fortunate. You know, this is the first time in Decatur County that we're switching two commissioners at one time. That's never happened before in my 36 years. I've had such a good group of commissioners that they work with the county manager. They've been super, super good. All of them have been.
well, look forward to that.
Absolutely.
And you guys dealing with these folks.
Let us know if you need anything, ideas,
Yeah.
absolutely something else.
Well, as we get going, we'll probably come up with something else. I'm sure. It's not working the way we think it ought to. Well, it's gonna be a challenge for us on Tuesdays. Figure out how we're gonna make that work, because Gove County does vouchers every time they meet. They only meet 2 times a month. Gator only does it once. Sheridan does it twice. I understand.
Graham County does it the third week. And I know by statute, we're supposed to have representation in here while they're being done.
Yeah, or at least the statute says, yeah, I mean, just sign off on what the current spot.
Yep.
And you don't put the checks out until we approve them.
Yep.
And I will tell you that in my 36 years, I haven't been very many times I've not approved a voucher.
I understand that, but there's always that
But it is.
slim chance that something.
Yeah, and I've had times in Decatur County where if I was gone, I'd come in the next day.
Are all the vouchers stamped now?
No,
How far back are they?
several months, but I actually have an email started to reach out again. I know she was out on vacation, yes, last week as well. So hopefully we'll get them caught up for the end of the year.
Yep. It needs to happen.
Well, I don't know, you mentioned tax book, but we typically try and do a tax book.
And I know Joe's working on that. Some process of getting that set up.
Part of that was my first tax book load in Decatur County was 176 feet of property.
Wow.
I think we're there.
Are we really that bad?
Pretty close. Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, I didn't.
I don't-
There's not been one since I've been.
Yeah, it's been years and years and years and years.
And
It's a
we've
lot easier to get 'em.
encouraged it and pushed it. Can't
It's a
make
lot
it
easier to
happen.
keep them caught up. than it
Yeah,
is to
that
try
was
and get
under us, yeah. Exactly.
Exactly, but I think the last one we did in Decatur County, I think it started out with 16 or 17, ended up with 3 to sale. Sheridan County's always had less numbers, but it's a lot easier to do them every year. And we've got, you know, in Word Perfect, I set that up when I first became county attorney. You plug in your labels and your names and work a macro and then generate all the documents. And
Yeah.
it's easy when you get past that first hurdle. I'm not sure I like hearing that
There might be, might be a big load on the first one.
And ask, estimate, how many are commercial properties? that are-
I think very few.
That would be true in the counties too.
Yeah.
Rarely.
I'm just thinking of a couple opportunities.
I assume you got a lot of severed minerals probably. Are you taxing severed?
No, we don't do severed minerals here.
Most of the counties are severed minerals.
Nope, we don't do several minerals here. So,
But, yep,
Each task ever gets you.
I don't want to do several
We have a
minerals.
lot of tax, we have a lot of severed minerals, the tax amount would be 20 to 30 cents a year, which is just crazy, but you do have to keep them caught up and get them back in,
Yep,
generally with surface owner, so they don't have this problem.
mhm,
And depending upon how well the oil industry is going, like, we get tax foreclosure sales where they'll bring more than what the taxes are. Other times you're begging people.
Yep. Yep.
But, you know, I have our commitment to keep that up. That's kind of,
that'd be a plus,
but you're not a bank. County's not a bank.
right?
They feel like it sometimes.
yep,
Yep,
And swearing is gonna be the 14th, is that correct?
yes.
Or usually happens every day here.
True.
Technically, the term is actually the day before, but that's usually how it happens. On those Tuesdays.
Yep.
Well, I thank you guys for taking the time to work coming and talk to you.
we appreciate you coming.
Absolutely. I look forward to working with everybody involved.
But we kind of purposely have waited a while because I know Mike was kind of going, let's go. It's like, well, you know, I'm probably done all that and over.
Yeah.
You never know what
Yeah.
might happen.
That's right.
So it wasn't intentional to be late like this.
We weren't too worried
Or
about
maybe
it.
it was intentional. I should say that.
Well-
So as far as office space, though, you don't believe that you'll need anything?
No,
That way
if it's
you-
convenient, that's great, but I would bend over and force somebody out of something.
Okay.
Accommodate us. We can be very flexible.
Well,
Okay,
this room will be available anytime, but.
Right.
Now, I understand the court service is gonna have to use this in the afternoon, I think, so we're saying, or was that?
yes,
Is that right?
yep.
Okay.
Yep, because magistrate will go where they have been utilizing, so that was my concern, was trying to figure out if you guys needed office
Mhm.
space or I mean, I have a table in my office too, and I can always move up front
Okay.
if you needed my office for an afternoon or something, but
There's
we
options.
have, we have Dan's office, there's always a table in there, so
I appreciate it.
I just wanted to make sure for planning purposes.
Well, thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
and then I
Appreciate
have
it.
your employee packet ready. Whole bunch of information. You can go out and about your.
You guys will write a photocopy documents. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun. I'd be interested in that.
Okay. Sure, absolutely. I should.
Okay, yeah, I'll just send you a list of all the ones that we.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, this is Wayne, he's a road supervisor.
Good to meet you, Mike. Steve Bush. I know that you got.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ken.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Go ahead, Wayne.
Well, I just got back, we took the garbage truck, plan to go get it, hope so. It ripped on Alan yesterday, come back. Got 7 guys blading. We're doing a little bit of work on that road west of Eric Davis. Kind of filling that mud hole that was dirt out of Ken's pasture that we pushed out. When we get that in, it's supposed to be for a night, 4 week, I'm gonna try to hold the shale on Eric's driveway, east and back around. I think that's what Cole was complaining about.
Said something about the one on the highway there. Pretty rough, they dumped that asphalt too, I guess I haven't been down.
Oh, on the jury,
Yeah.
yeah, all it is. We did that in the rain. It was raining most of the time. We actually turned at the highway and backed up the hill with the dump truck, and tried to get it as far up as we could. But that asphalt's got some chunks in it, so. Got any other complaints?
No,
We put them, flags in, the trucks that was got all four of them. I think I'm gonna try to lift one. It went down off the north end of the stump, the top one. I'm gonna try to lift it.
Get some down there and tamp it a little.
Well, see, the first day we put shafts in there to keep them so they could shift.
Mhm.
That worked perfect, and we just pushed them in. But the second one, I knew we couldn't push it because we'd just be like a bulldozer and we never get them together, so we actually lifted them and carried them down there. Well, we, the north end of the east one, it was kind of soft. We actually put some rocks in there under that runners. And when Taylor was pulling the rocks in, filling the sides, he put his leg on that one. And I think the north end was softer than the south end, and the leg in the back, we pushed it down. It's still not that much of a jump. I don't really like it. So we're gonna try to lift it, I think maybe this afternoon, and drive a shaft. We got pieces of that shaft left and drive a shaft all the way through. So then they won't be able to shift. And then the east side of the wall, we just try to tuck much rock. That's about all.
It works pretty good.
Yeah, I got a picture of it. But
I went and looked at it
lately, or
yesterday.
did you see where that one shifted?
I didn't, I just drove through there.
Yeah.
For Sunday, I guess I moved to
I actually went out there Sunday, a little quicker, you know, there's a square hole in one. Didn't want somebody stepping in there and breaking their leg, so I just went out there Sunday, had some quicker, you know. So I got 3 guys mowing. Trying to get the mow finished up. Right to the left.
Okay. I want to be careful, you know what you can see on that sweat.
Jason.
Yeah.
That looks like you poured it there.
Yeah.
That looks pretty good.
One was long. You can't see.
This one here?
Yeah, you can't really see it in that picture. You see it.
Let's see the,
Yeah, see that? See that?
Yep,
yep.
So I had a little quickly left over and I kind of tucked it in that ledge, but I could raise it, get it up right.
it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it turned out really good.
I'm glad you, could use them.
Man,
Where's that at?
truckers,
Oh,
just a motor.
oh,
But good life.
these came for him.
Boy, how it's people.
Oh, yeah.
The only turned out looking orange.
No, but I'm happy you got them.
With a whole lot of concrete from Cameron's out there too.
Wow. How'd you-
Oh, wow. I thought we could go up there.
See that?
Dump it back there again.
Luckily, the company that lost major, a few holes in each end. Table, brackets, and they would have to come with it.
That is-
Screw the bolts in the hole and lift them up. Well, two track loader on one end and the excavator on the other. Picked it up back trailer and
Sure.
hold.
Good.
I think when it's all done, I think the people will be really happy.
Oh, yeah.
It's going place back there, before down 3 feet or 3.5 feet.
Well, I did, we're at the KAC meeting, I went to stump the, road foreman and an engineer and three different, one from, road foreman's from Saline and a couple other places. And there's questions I want to ask you after a while, once we get going a little further. But it was good. There's some boys that know a lot of stuff about a lot of stuff, so. Yeah,
Were they engineers or were they?
one was an engineer and the other one were actually the road, and those guys, so. And, you know, they talked about the berms on the side of the road and they talked about culverts and things like that.
When's your first meeting?
We're in 14th.
14th.
Well, you know, it's come out different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
That's another question for you guys. If you guys are okay with me just going into the different offices and finding out exactly what they do.
Yeah, let's do what you want.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll probably start that. For too long, so I got a little idea once we get going.
You know what I do?
I do. We're gonna try to change that too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You might give me a heads up before you come, so.
Yeah, no, I'll give everybody a call before I go to the place, yeah.
Yep, that's good how you want to do it.
I think that's all I have.
Well, I guess that's all we got too. Unless somebody has something else,
I do not.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second. I forgot to mention, I did get a call from